Mushin Training Center. Today we're going to be looking at a variation on setting up a triangle. So, I have iron here inside my guard, right? For MMA, one of the first things I'm always trying to do is I want to try and break him down, right? If he's able to keep his posture, I mean, one, I don't have any subsidies up here, but two, he's going to be starting to be throwing at me. I don't want to be eating these shots, right? So I want to get him broken down as quickly as I can. So the way I'm going to break him down is I'm using my knees. I'm pinching him together, and I want to lift Myron. I don't just want to pull him down, because if he's in a good posture, like with your hands on the hips and stuff. Yeah, if he's in good posture here, and I just try and pull him forward, he's not going anywhere, right? He's got this nice solid base right here. But if I lift him up first, right? If I take my knees and go upwards, now notice how he comes off balance, and boom, he comes down nice and easy, right? I'm also going to add a little elbow flare to that, just to really guarantee that he's going to come down with me. Also, if I control this elbow and he pulls back to hit, then it's a lot easier for me to get him down, right? It's going to make it harder for him to rear back and throw that punch. It's not going to stop him from doing it, but it's going to slow him down just enough that I'm going to be able to break his posture down when he tries it. So I'm getting control of an elbow, my knees come up, and then I'm pulling him forward, flaring this guy out. The second I get him down here, I'm controlling his head, right? I don't want him getting back up again. So from here, the way I'm going to start getting this triangle is I'm going to take my arm that's not around his head, and I want to get my elbow right here on the inside of his elbow, right? So I'm boom, locking it right there, right? Notice I don't even need to really grab anything. Sometimes I'll grab from the tricep right here, but I don't need to. I'm just going to hang out right here. This is going to make sure that this isn't going to be able to hit my head. This one can't hit my head very well, right? I mean, he can throw some little rabbit shots right there, but they're not going to do any sort of damage because this arm is going to, it's going to get in the way of him being able to do, a whole lot of stuff. He might be able to like tickle my ribs a little bit, but either way, I'm not worried about anything he can throw from there. Right? As long as I got his posture down, I'm in a good spot. So this elbow in here is stopping this arm from being able to come back and do any sort of damage. And the more he tries to do that the more he tries to actually punch with it, the worse it's going to get for him, right? Because I'm going to be able to keep it out here, and then boom, that's what I'm looking for, right? I'm going to try and drape it over my shin, just like this. So the second he starts getting crazy with it, or even if he doesn't get crazy, if he's just hanging out right here, I'll just lift my elbow up, and I'll do it myself. I'll drape it, boom, right there on top of my shin. From here, my hand is never going to leave his tricep. It's going to slide down until I have his wrist. And this knee is pushing forward into the elbow right here, right? It moves its head down, so it's closer to my legs, right? It's also going to open up a lot of space here, right? It's making you uncomfortable for him. He doesn't like this. But I need this forward pressure here and this pull right here. If I'm just pushing but not pulling, he takes his arm out, I got problems, right? If I'm just pulling and not pushing, same thing happens. He pulls his arm out, no good, right? But if I have both of them going at the same time, now his arm's stuck. Now I have him here until I'm ready to go, all right? When I'm ready to go, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the hand that's pulling, I'm just going to open it up and make a V, right? I'm going to make a V right here like this. This is going to make sure he cannot bring his arm forward anymore. But if he wants to, he can bring it backwards, right? And I don't care about that because I'm waiting for that. If he brings it backwards, the second he goes backwards, boom, my leg's coming up over the top. Now again, if he's not being nice to me, if he's not pulling backwards, then I'm just going to, if he's just chilling out and he's still trying to come forward with it, I'm going to push it myself until my leg can clear, right? I'm grabbing my shin, attaching right here, right? So this is where it gets tricky, right? So I did that whole setup, I got him broken down, I draped here, I pushed, boom. This is where most people go, yay, this is over. I've got the triangle, they'll lock up right here, they'll start pulling the head, right? But if you notice, I've got all this in, Myron's not tapping, right? And this is where a lot of people will lose the triangle. The fact of the matter is, I can pull his head down all I want, it's not going to finish him. You'll notice when my legs are locked up like this, I have a really big hole here. And this hole is way, way too big to actually choke Myron. His head and his arm can both fit in here comfortably. What I want to do is I want to make this hole as small as possible. And I'm going to do that by changing my angle, right? When I change my angle and I'm like this, notice here, now the hole's very, very small. I can't even fit my hand in there, right? So what happens is I'm here, right? I'm not even going to lock up. I'm just going to control you with this hand. This leg, I'm going to use it to rotate, right? I'm going to start pushing, moving myself sideways. Another thing to note right here, lots of people get really worried about this arm. And they're going to try and lift, and they're going to try and push it over and do all this kind of stuff. I don't want to do that, right? Main reason I don't want to do that is because if this elbow gets all the way to this side, Myron can bring this elbow to the ground, and now I can't choke him, right? Now I've got problems, right? I do want to get this arm across his throat, But I'm not going to do it by pushing it to the other side. I'm going to do it the same way. I'm going to get my triangle tight by changing my angle, right? So even if his arm's hanging out over here, I don't care, right? If I come here and I start re-angling, notice the first thing that's going to happen, boom, that arm comes right across his throat, right? So I'm keeping this to make sure his posture doesn't go up. My foot's planting on the ground, and I'm rotating, right? This arm's going to hook. I'm going to hook under the furthest thing that I can hook. I'm going to try to hook his leg. If I can't hook his leg, I'm going to hook this arm. If I can't hook that arm, his arm's all in tight, I'll just hook my knee, right? And that's going to give me the rotation that I need, all right? So now to close this up, I'm going to knee Myron in his ear right here, right? I might lift this arm up a little bit to get it out of the way, or I can just chill right here, right? But this is coming back, kneeing him in the ear. Then, this is the next big mistake people make. They'll try and lock up by bringing this leg to this leg. This is pretty tight. I could probably choke Myron here, but notice he's still, I'm locked in, and he's still not tapping, right? So he can still breathe from here. So I still want to make this worse. So after I knee him in the ear, instead of bringing this leg to this leg, I'm going to bring this leg to this leg. So this one's going to come straight up. This one will come underneath and flex, right? So now my feet, and his toes are hooking this leg. Now, this leg is going to bite down. Notice I don't even close up, he's already tapping, right? Because I've got the hole so small that there's not very much you can do about it, right? I don't need to pull his head, I don't need to do anything, right? Anyone that needs to pull the head to do a triangle, they just haven't angled enough. The more you angle, the less you're going to do that. And pulling his head, I'm using so much more energy, right? This, coming here, boom, takes no effort. I can chill here all day long, he's going to go unconscious, right? I don't need to use that much energy. So that whole thing again, I'm here, he's postured up, he's doing whatever. So one hand's coming behind an elbow, I'm pinching my knees lift, come forward, flare this guy, right? Boom. All right, cool. I've got his head, now he can't hit me very well. My elbow drops to the inside, right? So now I'm safe. I don't need to worry about getting hit, I don't need to worry about him bashing me up. So if he starts going crazy, boom, I'm draping right over my shin. My hand slides down to his wrist. My knees pressuring forward. I'm pulling right here. And then when I'm ready, I'll start extending, right? Either he's going to try and pull it backwards and I'll whoop, come around, or I'll just shove it until I can come around. From here, this foot plants on the mat, and I'm going to rotate, and I'm going to hook, right? Knee him in the ear. Notice that makes the arm come across. I didn't need to pull it. I didn't need to touch it. Didn't need to do any of that jazz. This leg comes up. This leg comes to this leg. Flexes, bites. Here's my tap. Thank you all for watching. See you all next week.